Alexander Dubokikov, talking about HOMER 7.
Okay, thank you. It's exactly. So, who we are? So we normally, it's QXIP company is located in Amsterdam, and our mission is exactly working on HOMER and everything what related to capturing system. And we are all open source family, and each year, and especially last year, we joined us a lot of new people, and we are very glad what our team is growing up, and we are also very glad to see what we are working together with other open source projects like OpenZips, Camaillio, Janus, and etc. It's all these projects. It's already on page, and we will be happy if somebody from this auditory will join us and help to make HOMER better. So HOMER is still alive. Don't worry. So it's exactly because probably not too much was active development on HOMER Git repository, but this not means what we not worked hard on next version. Because exactly we are self-sponsored project, and exactly we have time to do some commercial support, and we found time to working on next generation of our projects. But of course, it's unfortunately it's only 24 hours in a day we have, and it's always not enough. But we are working hard, and now I would like to present what is exactly what we did. What is HOMER? If nobody knows about HOMER, we can go to zipcapture.org, and there is a lot of information, a lot of slides, what explain about what is HOMER. But normally it's two words. HOMER is a capturing system which be able to or help you to make troubleshooting, to find which calls was not successful, to see statistics, etc., etc. And of course, it's already implemented. This HEP protocol, what we use in HOMER, it's already implemented in very popular open source WSRP projects like OpenZips, Camaillio, Asterix, FreeSwitch, Janus project, Medias, and etc. So, why HOMER 7? Because its last version was HOMER 5. It's a long story, but in short, HOMER 6 has been exist, and we almost was ready to make it like a release candidate or beta testing. But it's always came new ideas, because we have, Lorenz said, let's implement this feature, let's implement this feature. And it was released MySQL 5.7, it's JSON protocol, and etc., etc. And so many features we have implemented and always delayed a new release. And therefore, we have checked and we see what we already jumped with version 6, and we are ready to release HOMER 7. And what is HOMER 7? On this slide you see what in HOMER 5 we have some features which is now disappointed, and in HOMER 7 we completely redesigned system. We simplified installation, move some parts which is not needed anymore. We switched to modular configuration. We have more agents, more possibility to capture data and to store it in the HOMER. We wrote new documentation core, new protocol agnostics, and etc., etc. We have also distribution correlation using external GANSDB. We also ready for TCP stuff like WebRTC, for RTC stuff, WebRTC, and etc. And of course, it's a new interface, which still in development, but I am explaining about this later. What is the agenda? So our goal is capture everything, correlate, and export everywhere. In full pictures, what is HOMER 7? HOMER 7 is now split into two main components. One component is HOME Core, and another is HOME Metrics. In HOME Core, you will see it's Camaillio, OpenZips, it's write to database, UI, HOME Metrics. It's exactly, we have some statistics, we have to export somewhere. And exactly, next page, I will explain about HOME Core. It's really completely new. First of all, a new API. If you remember in HOMER 5, we have PHP, which you can use in Nginx or you can use in Apache. Forget about it, it's dead. So We completely redesigned it. We wrote from scratch based on Node.js, Webpack, everything works. You can use it like in WebSockets. You can exactly to get some special information from Node.js. You can exactly attach to different databases, to different systems, and etc. About new DB schema. If you remember, if you use HOMER 5, you know what we have some tables. You have to create tables, rotation, and so etc. And this is a pain, yeah. So especially if you need to some special fields, what you have to parse zip messages and so. Forget about it. It doesn't exist anymore. You have now normally it's schema-less design. We use nice implementation what we did in MySQL 5.7. It's JSON type of protocols. I will explain it on next slides. And of course we have new HEP types. It's for example OpenZips, CanSend, or Chameleon. They have also supported with new HEP types using event sockets inside. You can exactly implement it own HEP type to send to Chameleon or to OpenZips, and it will be automatically inserted. And HOMER metrics. In HOMER 5, we have internal database statistic, which we wrote everything in the MySQL database, and we designed what not re-implemented the view, and now we discarded it. It's HOMER statistic doesn't exist anymore, how you know. And now we export all data to external time series databases like InfluxDB, Prometheus, Elasticsearch, etc. You can exactly use any type of this nice time series database for statistic. You can exactly use Kibana. You can also use user interface charts widgets in HOMER to get this data and display it in user interface. And of course, it's flexible. It's not means what if you select make choice only for InfluxDB, all data will go to InfluxDB. If you need some to exactly to export some statistics to different database, you can exactly move use simultaneously two exports. And for example, with Pastash application, what we developed, you can get statistic, make some alarms, you can do some analysis, and also export to any databases what you prefer, or even to store to file and do post analysis. About HOMER 7 in agents. We have a lot of new implementation, especially it's big thanks from Eugen Bigler from NetColon. He implemented a new Golang based application. It's called Haplify. It's now static, so it can be run in any distribution, so it's not need to link it to libraries, external libraries. And also what he did, he implemented Oracle fix. If you know, if you use Oracle ECME database or ECME SBC, or it's Oracle SBC, you know what they use internal monitoring system and for zip message duplication. And now you can exactly using Oracle fix, you can say Oracle, please send all messages, please duplicate to Oracle fix, and it will be automatically converted to HEP protocol and stored in HOMER. So it's drop replacement for Palladium. If you have Palladium, you can throw away, yeah, and you can install HOMER. And of course, we have a lot of new in Pastash. We have also this HEP implementation. We have exactly to export data to any types of engines, and exactly Elasticsearch, Kafka, Oracle as well, ZeroMQ, and etc. etc. HOMER core. Exactly. So here it's a question about, because everybody says HOMER, it's SIP, or SIP plus RTCP. But now this exactly from came from Janus project from OpenZips. They generated now custom protocols because which is not standard, and also all these protocols is based on JSON. In this case, it's we decide to go away a little bit from zip way and make it universal. So now you can send in HEP, you can send any your own custom protocol, which will be automatically recognized like HEP types and inserted to the database with schema-less design. So this means what you have possibility to create your own protocol like it was in Janus or 5 minutes. Okay, I have to go to quick. Exactly how it looks here. It's we receive HEP, HEP agent do dissectors. We have JSON payload. We have type, JSON schema, HOMER API, and so on and so on. But I will jump to next one because I don't have too much time to explain. So how it looks, for example, we have implemented for DNS because exactly in voice RP, it's always problem to see if it was a normal request DNS and et cetera, et cetera. Here, for example, it's Haplify, just listening for DNS packets. Get these packets, does JSON dissectors, and send this JSON using HEP protocol to HOMER. And this data will be stored in a special table. You see here, it's table HEP proto 53, exactly, it's port of DNS. And we have some fields HEP header, where we store JSON information about HEP, source IP, destination IP, etc. Protocol header, what will be exactly all related to IP, what's type of UDP, 17 or TCP, and or V1 tagging and so on. And of course we have payload by self, which we can exactly use later to make a search in this table for Google, for example. We're looking for we have zip session which call to Google, for example, here. And exactly, we can make a relation if it's a request for Google or DNS lookup was successful at this time. And but of course, it's you ask, but this is full scans, yeah. So in JSON protocol in MySQL 5.7, you can also create virtual fields which can be indexed. And you can use index for search. It will be on your demand. So, if, for example, if you have a lot of data, what you're looking for from user or request URI, you can exactly create virtual index and use it. And here, for example, how it looks Janus or MediaSoup stuff. So Janus switch sent this special protocol, and we can store it in database, and it will be automatically without any headaches. Can be immediately start for searching. And of course, it's also possible for zip protocols for all what you know already implemented in HOMER. Here's an example how it's zip looking for. Yeah. So, and about statistics. So like I said, we did a lot of work to make HOMER metrics modular. For example, Kamailio, we have exactly, we split it to different modules, and you can just activate it using define functions and send this data to InfluxDB, to Elasticsearch, or I don't know, to Prometheus if you want. And exactly, you can use InfluxDB, you can use Grafana, HornGraph, you can use Capacitor, you can make some alarm detection, anomaly detections, you can generate also alarms for fraud detections, and so on. Sorry, it's not too much time. And here is exactly how to Elasticsearch looks with data. So it's already this HOMER metrics is already exists on our repository in GitHub. So you can already download it and use it already now. And of course about HOMER UI, like I said, it's still in development, but it should be ready in next month. So it's completely redesigned. It's use also Webpack. You can exactly minify, make minify version, and it will be load fast and quick. And then it will be looks like here. It's example a statistic which loaded from InfluxDB. It's not internal statistic anymore. It's from external statistic. You can exactly in widgets you can create. Data source which will be request InfluxDB, and Node.js will be get this information and put back JSON statistic, and which will be displayed. Okay, it's time is over. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I was quick. I'm sorry, but I skipped some slides. But yeah, it's not too much time to explain, and probably Lawrence can do it much quicker. But yeah. Yeah.